Welcome back. We're on part 3 of episode 59 of Smack Talk, and we're talking about the best WWE Champion of all time tournament, which is finally on the finals. So it's not taking as long as it did for the Hottest Divas and Knockouts tournament, which was far too long and way too much effort on my part for what ended up turning out to not be Sunny as the winner. uh, Before we get into the finals, let's go back and talk about the results for the last round, which got us to the finals. And those matches were CM Punk beating Hulk Hogan 38 to 30. Ugh, I totally disagree.
Close, close call.
Yeah, very close,
It
but
was close. Yeah.
in the
I
end,
never thought it was going to happen, though.
neither
But
did
then again,
I. I really thought that Punk was going to have a little bit of a struggle, but could beat Randy Savage, and then I thought he would.
definitely not. Well, I didn't think he's going to beat Savage at all, but you thought if he did by any chance, there's no way he's getting past John Cena.
Right, and then if he for some reason got past John Cena, that Hulk Hogan would be the definitive end to him. But 8 more
No,
votes.
it proved you wrong.
I
Right.
am happy to say I contributed to bringing CM Punk to the finals, and I will continue to contribute to try to get him past Austin. So, you know.
And that's because Steve Austin beat The Rock 32 to 20. So 62% of the vote for Steve Austin. I voted for Austin on that round too, over The Rock.
Well,
And sadly, Vince McMahon does not get his wild card spot.
God, that's got to be the biggest screw job of any tournament ever. That
Oh,
poor
yeah.
man. What the champion of this tournament is denied a wild card spot.
Well, hey, you know how
Oh,
it goes. Vince screwed Vince.
yes.
You screwed you. You screwed you.
He loses with 57% of the vote. Because only one person thought he would be better than Austin. 2 people thought he would be better than The Rock. 10 people thought he'd be better than
It was
Punk.
me, Smark out.
Yeah. And 10 thought he would be better than Hogan, but 31 said, fuck all that. They're all better than him. So 31 people had their head on straight. Which brings us to the finals, which the finals are obviously Stone Cold Steve Austin against CM Punk, the way that this all worked out. And I am voting for Hulk Hogan because I disagreed. So I have Hulk Hogan against Steve Austin. But as far as Steve Austin and CM Punk, I'm going with Steve Austin on that one because my rationality is when you compare these 3 guys, CM Punk keeps getting compared as he's like sort of the next big thing, but compared to who? Compared to Austin from his title reigns. Steve Austin, everybody thinks that he's one of the biggest names in wrestling because of his comparison to Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan, he's the one who set the boundaries for these guys to be able to have these careers, not just for his career outside of the WWE Championship, because that doesn't really come into play when we're talking about the champions, but his first title reign is basically the foundation of this entire company. So I couldn't look past it. I had to go with Hulk Hogan. And as far as I'm concerned, best WWE champion of all time, probably the worst sex tape of all time.
Oh,
Please
man.
tell me you haven't actually had to see that.
No, but I have seen what pictures of Heather Clem looks like, and I'll give it to him. I mean, he pulled a hot one, so
There you go.
at least he wasn't
Well,
banging somebody that looks like his daughter like he usually does.
Oh.
uh,
Enough
now
to
got
Google
that
that
image in
later.
my head. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thought we were supposed to be talking about Hogan's title reigns, not his sex tapes or the issues with Bubba the Love Sponger being on Howard Stern or ruining Impact Wrestling or whatever the fuck he's doing. Hogan knows best anyway, so whatever. I went with Austin. Fairly simple. I don't think I need my reasons. I think it's very clearly obvious. If I thought Punk was going to be eliminated by Savage, how many weeks ago is that now? Like 3? So, just take a look at what Austin's title reign against the corporation did for the company.
I voted for Punk, and here's why. When Austin was the guy, he was the guy in a company that had The Rock as the guy, McFoley as the guy. There was plenty of talent to kind of take the WWE where they were at the time.
Yeah, there's a
Now
lot of depth
now
in
there's
terms of characters.
very little. There's CM Punk is a polarizing character. John Cena, to a degree, is a name, but he's starting to dwindle down. So you have Punk as like the focal point of current day WWE, and to hold the title as long as he has in modern day WWE is extremely impressive. So
Considering they're hot potatoing.
yeah,
Well, that's all
you
going
know.
to change when Domino comes back, because clearly
Oh, yeah.
Domino, push it to the top.
Oh, Gavin Spears.
I thought
man.
you were going. I thought you were going to say that's all going to change once Ryback gets a title reign, because we know he's going to have one that's going to be longer than Punk's. Like, oh, for the love of
Right.
Lord, the fucking God. Oh,
But yeah, that was my reasoning. Austin, big name, and a group of big names that all could have carried the company. Punk, the only real big time guy in a weaker WWE now, you know.
Who did you vote for, Carlos?
Chris, you're gonna be pissed with me. I voted for Austin too.
Why'd I give you that link, man? Why'd I give it to
And the reason why I voted for Austin is because with the whole Raw era, yeah, like we said before, you had The Rock that could have carried that name, and you also had Mankind / Cactus Jack / Mick Foley that could have did it also too. But with Austin, with the image that he put out there, he made it. He actually put it into like this, sort of like fuck the world sort of. Well, we can curse on it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
Fuck yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, all right, motherfuckers.
Oh,
Okay.
if Burham was on here, there'd be much worse than this.
if Burhan were here, he would probably explain why Punk's great 3 times over, pretty much.
Oh,
I need Burhan
Unless
here.
he actually
Back
sided
up.
with Austin, you know,
Right,
he'd pick the title reign that he enjoyed the most, and then give a documentary about it, pretty much.
And give me hours and hours.
Hours of editing.
yeah. Wow. That well, it sounded like that would be fun. And with Austin, with him actually taking the lead charge against Vince and the corporation, and what he did was he actually like changed the belt and also gave a whole bunch of memorable moments through the Attitude Era. At least to me, he did.
Good reasonings. As always, guys, make sure you vote while you can, which the polls shut off at. I might keep it an extra. No, I'm not going to keep it an extra day. Screw that. That's more work for me. They turn off Tuesday night at midnight, and that just means that next week there is no more tournament. I'll just talk about who the winner is, and instead of doing what we did last time, where we were starting to plug which is the next tournament and what's going to happen with that kind of stuff, there's not going to be a tournament for a little while because we're going to have the best and worst awards, and we're going to have the Royal Rumble predictions, and then they're actually going
just
to
a whole shit ton of stuff coming
right. But
this way.
since we're going to have the Royal Rumble predictions as one segment for January, there's 3 more segments we need to do for a special. So instead, I'm going to throw out a different one of my specials. Instead of a tournament, we're going to either do top rope lists or superstar scores or belt or bury, one of those kind of things. So I'll give you a whole rundown of that next week, everybody, for those who are going, what the fuck are you talking about? And we'll talk about the winner of the tournament, and we'll also talk about the best and worst awards, which we'll move right on to another award category in next part. As part 4 of episode 59, we talk about the Slammy Awards predictions, because we're going to get that next week. So, of course, we got to talk about it. Thank you, Vince. Check out part 4 coming up right after this.